can your teammates can just walk onto the side, not getting flashed, while at CTs, where they're standing in the field, they always get flashed. So if you just add these 2 flashes to your approach, just a solid B take. But now 3D Max in this round, they tried to get B control, didn't succeed, only to some degree. And Ldlc even falling back. It's a little bit odd to see that, not contesting the B side, maybe thinking, well, this could be a B stack, so let's go to the A side. And the problem right now, time is running low, and if they take too much time, rotation will come in from 3D Max.
And as they're pushing onto the sides, the Frenchmen on the counter-terror side need to watch out a little, because there's a major push coming in. Maka not getting his shots according to plan. Oh, that is beautiful though from Jinx, and he knows somebody's coming from the high ground. He has already seen the hit, but he can't make it work really. But 13, 52, and 48 are somewhat possible for a 5-7 in the CZ, but okay. It seems like those shots towards Library are successful. And there we go. Devil and Haji saving whatever they got, trying to go for exit frags. Will be now Timothy Demelion. And here's all those players, chimes in when needed. Oh, 2 is more than actually what they were looking for.
Yeah, and they're keeping economy low on Ldlc because now they need to rebuy, only surviving 1 player, so I think only XMS is able to leave some money in his bank account. But 3D Max, 1 more eco. Although, look at this spy, this could get interesting. I think David P, the good thing is, because he's playing the XM so often, that he doesn't need too much money, so he can force once more, buy some utility for his teammates, and Jinx may be able to capitalize on it.
Oh, what?
It's even Maka finding those skills.
Sidearms! How are they so useful? And if he takes the high ground, it's unbelievable that this worked out. Devil and Haji really stand a good chance in this after his teammates initiated a massive fire towards the middle. Sneaky and steady, Devil comes, and the smoke actually benefits him, as they might not realize how close this player actually is. Both at the same position, though, could be extremely dangerous, as though the height advantage is now given. Devil's just staying like, where did it come from? And it seems like they had no idea. XMS with the German silenced MP5 makes that one work.
Yeah, although I think he just maybe hoped that the guy on the side would peek him and the guy in pit would maybe just play it safe. But nevertheless, it's 3-1 for Ldlc and 3D Max. They are now able to buy David P again on the XM. Oh, look at B02. He's just going all by himself. None of his teammates are there to trade the kill if he fails to a nice double setup. So if one city just aiming into Palace and David P even playing it close. There we go.
This is nothing else than an auto shutdown. $2,000, and he's like, I got you, fam.
And he's not even picking up the AK.
No, of course. We had one thing about this. Do you remember?
Oh,
Do you remember? Oh, the auto shotgun getting 2. Maybe a third. Depends on his aggression, but he's not peeking any further. Jinx is like, dude, you let him pass, but he's like, yeah, that one is free for you. But Logan on 34, auto shotgun, yes or no? Of course!
Oh, David P. And look how much money he made in this round. And that's the beauty of this weapon. $900 killer reward. So if you get 2 kills, you nearly have the money already back in your pocket. But what's that from David P? Did he just...
Yep, he did a major mistake. You know what he did? You know, that duel can't win. And you know why?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a long range, long distance dual weapon like the XM. I mean, we all know M4 is for a close range duel the perfect answer, but for if you want to get those beautiful headshots 10,000 meters in, then
right. I'm gonna explain like this, right? How many? If you once squeeze the trigger of an M4, how many bullets are coming out? One. Right, so one metal piece flying in one direction once at a time. Well, how much is going to come out when you use it? First of all, back up. Coming in with two. The Odyssey of the shotgun continues, because I was not done. Maka really very unpolite interrupted me here. What happens when you squeeze the trigger of XM1014? How many bullets, how many metal pieces are coming out?
5 to 10.
1 million.
You're right.
That's how it feels like. So, from a mathematical point of view, you can once pull a trigger, and you have one metal piece flying, or you can have like 1 million flying around. What would you choose?
Yeah, and you don't even need to aim. I mean,
it goes everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, we broke it down real quick, why it's important. So, if any one of your friends asks you in future, why the hell do you play the XM1014? Just clip this.
Yeah.
Show them.
AUG may be the new meta for now, but let's wait.
See.
Yeah, let's wait 1 more month, or maybe
David
2.
P is the man of the future. He's like the Elon Musk of CS:GO. Well, for the moment, triple kill coming in from. Kill coming in from Maka, and he's making hell out of money.
From Ldlc, and Freemax are already losing 2 players. So in such rounds, normally you hope up your economy, play it safe. But Vanu, he could be even able to find 1 more frag if he finds Devil.
And there we go.
And let's see now, 3D Mix will maybe change. At least, I mean, also having these 2 modes where you play very aggressive and also very passive. So lately, I would say there are more or less more people heading on the B side. It's gonna be a deep B take to challenge them. Smoke coming in, first Molotov, but not a second Molotov, which is a little bit odd. So, and now the second Molotov comes, and Logan, he burns nearly away, 12 HP left, but the nade could be just enough to finish him off. There we go.
Oh, this goes deep. Haji straight through another Molotov that forces Meffin to come quite close.
But the Molotov doesn't connect.
What? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit like it. Maton doesn't really capitalize on this failed Molotov. But it's also a classic that sometimes, I mean, from perspective of City, you think, well, probably it burns all the way. Because you can't really look around the corner, but sometimes there's just this little gap missing in the first Molotov, you know, throw it close by. But still, big advantage for 3D Max. 5 versus 3. It's gonna be 1 guy lurking on A palace, while their teammates are preparing for a B hit. So I'm not quite sure if it's a B fake and then rotation to A. It is B fake, rotation to A. They're hoping that maybe this guy in palace can open up the round.
And let's see how that aggression will work out. There should be some players just peeking in. That's perfect timing, though. Jinx finds 2, not much more than that. The bomb's still pretty much out in the open, and XMS needs to pick it up. This is a very, very decent A-side hold, because what you saw is... from the corner, and you know, this is embarrassing. How do you call the corner on A long? How would you call that? I never thought about it.
Corner?
You mean, you know what? The corner right there.
Next to the library.
No, this is the library.
Ah, yeah, okay. So no.
Can we take a look in that corner, please? I'm directing. You know how good I'm directing. So we're telling. Okay.
Just straight ahead through the wall.
Lady observer. Straight. No, yeah. Straight. No, the other straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the through the right hand. Right hand. Go to the tunnel left. Tunnel left.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That corner. How do you call that? It's a good question.
I don't know.
Would you even know how to call it in German?
You just say Noob-Ecke.
All right. Well, we learned something today, and once more, cubby. I don't like that word. I'm gonna call it a corner. What?
Where is the last guy? He's in the corner. Which one? The one on the left.
Can we call it dark?
No, dark is, I think, on the B side.
Yeah, but there could be still an A side dark.
But it's not the best idea to have two the same callouts for each side. That's always already a problem if you play overpass and people are calling, yeah, he's short, and people think, yeah, he's A short.
I mean, who says short on overpass? Yeah, but why would they say so? You mean toilets, right? The toilet's short path.
I would even say B short.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah,
but some people
also, yeah, but some people even say on the A side if you go through toilets, it's short. Yeah.
Did they ever see a toilet? Or did people never see one?
Maybe toilet is the longest. The word is too long, so they just go for short.
That shot though, Maka with major aggression towards the middle. They couldn't really done anything yet. And the 6-3 lead, it might just extend because Ldlc are investing pretty much everything in this round. And if they don't get anything out of this, I have a very bad feeling about it.
It's funny to see, I mean, how many different call-outs each region has.
No, I don't want to hear you, okay?
Yeah.
I know what you were coming from. And that you quickly opened up the chat and saw the response. But first of all, let's see the response after the utility. Oh! He's fully blind, but he still finds a kill. And he opens up more fire. Weird spray towards Gruel as he didn't even see anyone. And XMS comes in with one kill at least. He still has a bit of time, but from behind David P comes. Oh, he used the smoke, but there's a gap. Oh, looked promising. There is the money situation. Ldlc getting no bomb plant. I mean, Twanu and XMS got a few bit of Skrilla left.
Yeah, so far it's a quite convincing performance from 3DMax now. 7-3 Ldlc. Gonna be a fast beat. Haji finding the first one. Great backup from Devil. Oh, but they're pushing through Molotov. Now they fall one by one.
Oh, this is not good.
But just a great utility usage. Great, I mean, team play. You see Devil instantly throwing Molotov. You buy Haji a little bit more time. Haji even utilizing his utility.
Yep.
In the end, not much that they can do. Only one kill fighting on David P. And look at the money instead of 3DMax now. 10k, 8.5k, nearly 12k on Jinx. I mean, they have enough money for at least 2 or 3 more rounds.
They really do. And I mean, on the CT side especially, very hard to obtain and then even maintain. But Meffin taking a very aggressive approach towards Banana. The players are realizing this is right now Banana very, very contested. And I'm not quite sure if I'm happy with Meffin really being the entry in this. Most of the time, he's not the top fragger. He's the IGL of the team. And he's just basically throwing away his life. With Logan, though, with a great opportunity to grab David P. It might be going in the right direction, but Ldlc only have 2 individuals left alive. He saw the player. Oh, and then he dies. So unfortunate there for Maka. And the bomb is about to be planted. And 3D Max. I mean, it would be even reasonable to save with those HP because it would basically be just thrown away weapons. But what am I saying? Who am I to criticize? Because Logan is going to be the first one to hear those steps. Devil on 6 HP checks corner after corner. As the flashbangs are popping, Logan still not coming around. He heard both steps. He chimes in, one tap, and the other one just with a few body shots. And they have the Skrilla, right? But I mean, it was still not necessary in that sense.
I'm not quite so sure. I mean, you still have a chance to win this round, at least make it more expensive for the T-set, because even if they just get 1 or 2 more kills, it hurts the economy so much of Ldlc, so I think it's quite understandable. Although now with this double AWP setup, I mean, the money's just melting on the side of 3D Max. So losing those 2 weapons is not a big problem. Oh, but look at the damage dealt, and they're just going for it. Maka continues, and he finds him. Bomb is down. A very strange decision from HMS to just push through.
But Meffin is stuck on the railing. And he even finds the kill onto Maka. He must have been hurt for an eternity. And so Meffin's gotta somehow turn this one around together with his teammate Logan, but the smoke pops. And the man who was called by you the most underrated player, with high impact most of the time, spotting one into pit. So he'll take the classic corner, waiting for Haji to be the supporter they need.
Maybe I saw him.
Not quite sure. I mean, they must have the awareness, yeah. David P just gotta stay relaxed. He dinks him. All the bloods. Oh, David P wins this duel magically. Player in pits, he doesn't even need any support. And Meffin's gonna be like, what am I gonna do about this? He knows about the player in balcony. As they just come from every single angle. One works, but Haji got his back. And so they're about to achieve double digits. And they're close to it.
Yeah, Ldlc really struggling on those T rounds, and 3D Max, they are able to once more buy fully, but not a double AWP setup in this round. Haji's back to his M4. And as I mentioned, I really like the aggressive approach from 3D Max from time to time. So they're changing up the setups all of the time. Sometimes you see just 2 people pushing apartments, then they just fall back, maybe even 2 or 3 people guarding towards A long. So it's, I mean, they're always changing up the setups, which you don't see too often happening. Normally on the city side, like each team has, let's say, 2 different setups they like to play. But it's so hard to predict what 3D Max will play in this round. And once more, deep and eye control obtained. It's gonna be a B retake coming in. But look at the team play. Haji and Devil play it perfectly.
Oh my god. I mean, Logan called himself Swag Man. Very creative. Is gonna be the one. We could find another win. Very well done by him. And David Duvek somewhere trapped in 2015 with his Tech 9. So we saw, I mean, Sergey getting a 4K, I think it was, back being the miner. So promising weapon. Just everybody forgot about it. Let's say it that way. So idemo, David Duvek. Idemo. It is basically the mentality this guy has to live up to. While he's trying to split up the players, and trying to split up the idea, it's coming around. Now he has made a single step. Now he has been hurt. And it comes only down to Mecca. There's a smoke thrown. He should ask for support. No reinforcements coming. And as the op misses, my goodness. You gotta ask yourself, where are the other guys? There's a smoke pop towards the B side, and nobody comes up with, okay, we killed the last guy who was towards A. Maybe we want to rush over there. Debatable to some extent. But Logan, come around, see a player.
Logan.
Jinx is eliminated. And so the fuse needs to be initiated right now. Is Logan the hero of the hour? That is the question. The fuse has now started. He doesn't do anything about it.
Oh,
His shots are not reaching it.
He's on his head.
No! And he's not even getting the final bullet. My God! What is happening today? He thought he's playing Assassin's Creed, jumping on this guy's head, but he doesn't get the quick time event right.
I have no idea what you just witnessed. I mean, it felt like Logan the perfect read where the bomb was planted. But I think he missed just barely his head and then jumped onto his head with his knife, not finding him. What a round.
Jesus Christ. What is this Monday delivering us? As madness has started in the first game, it continues.
What is David P doing in this round? I mean, he's already in Mexican, hiding. And then Ldlc, they're boxed in, all into banana.
They're boxed into banana, like a bird in his cage. He has to rely, and David P, fully blind, doesn't see a thing, makes it two. Oh, even a triple. The quad not secured. But the impact of those individuals right now is massive on 3D Max, and this lead, it's so freaking deserved.
I still can't believe it. I mean, we are really creating some amazing clips today.
What's a weird Brit rushing into our office?
I think there's some madness on the server and also in our studio.
I know that the dancing, dancing Irish midgets are a thing, right? At the end of every rainbow, there's this pot of gold.
You mean little person?
Excuse me?
A little person.
No, I mean midget. What are they called? Leprechauns. Leprechauns. What?
One thing are like real human beings, and the other thing like some fantasy.
Yeah, but don't you know how leprechauns dance around?
Yeah.
So he was dancing around like that. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I completely get where you're coming from.
Why are you like that right now? You disrespecting me?
No, I think you need to watch some more advertisement from Gillette.
Why would?
I'll explain later.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I don't even want this. We already had our maximum once achieved. Do you remember? We had that one day where you went very politically incorrect with two things. So we rather save it for Poetry Slam tonight. For the moment, 3D Max leading by a good march. So, aggression towards the B site is going to be initiated. Jinx leading the way. First man to arrive on the site knows that already is standing towards quad. It's Twani who still cannot connect his shots. And XMS waiting in the corner, and he's standing in dark. Hits the first. Nice bullet penetration. Goes for the third. My God, XMS! He delayed the T so massively, but there's a tiny gap, and can Devil utilize this for himself because he's in a lot of trouble, and it's Hachi coming in from behind. Not quite sure if he's enough distraction for the moment, but there it comes. Devil with two! And where's Hachi when you need him? The guy needs to come around, and from his left-hand side in quad he hides, but there he comes with one, and Maffin has the accuracy and the perfect tool to do precise surgeon-like shots. But this Glock slaps him in the face. Take a look at it again. XMS standing in dark. Player number one, I get that. So you thought next up would be the one to the left-hand side, but he swings wide and gets the one onto Banana. This is a maniac. What is this game? I mean, how? So many hows in my head.
I mean, so many great clips we have seen so far, just in the first 3 maps that are being broadcasted today. Oh, look at the nice tower. David P spotting at least 4 players, telling his teammates, guys, I think I need a little help. Even Devil falling to the USPs. Maka trying to throw away his weapon. They'll probably just leave David P here. No, David P sprays through, but Maka is a lot of danger, and David P, he keeps his cool, but still a 2v2. They can pick up at least 2 more weapons. Bomb is being planted. There's even B02 just waiting. nearby, but still. It should be around for LDLC, for 3D Max.
I mean, it should be.
But he lost so many players already.
Yeah, and that's somewhat shocking. I mean, it's benefiting LDLC a lot. And I personally see them snatching this one quite much with ease. And 13-4 is extremely convincing. Regarding LDLC's economy in the next one, I think they'll not be able to afford an AWP. I could be horribly wrong. Glass cannon is possible from Effins.
Yeah. It's even strange to see that Martin didn't go for... I mean, he could have bought an AWP and dropped it to Tuanu, who then could have bought maybe Kevlar, but now it's Tuanu on a glass cannon. Which is a little bit strange to see. David P getting tagged, I think, even by Tuanu. There's a B-side control. Molotov not really hitting. Oh, but Logan is not able to even get one. And look at nades.
French mortar fire coming in, and Meffens is going to have his feet blown away. Suddenly, only the AWP is the one tool, but it seems like they're exchanging nades. You get one of our teammates killed with that, sure, we can perform the same trick. And whilst all of this is happening, take a look at the rotation.
And there's no on the A side. That's a perfect call from David P. This could be also one of those calls we see normally from Vexed. Just completely rotating to the other side, and Haji has the best position.
No, how hesitant are they though?
But at this point they should realize, and even if they rotate, they need to expect someone already close by. I mean, LDLC at this point, they're saying, hey, let's gamble, there's no need to rotate.
Maybe they come A.
Yeah.
But they took a lot of time, which is shocking. If Haji doesn't find a frag from that point on, it's scary. He does get the kill. And I mean, at this point, like, there should be a bomb brought to his site. They still wait and wait and wait.
Oh,
and this doesn't make any sense. Because Hachi holds those players up. He doesn't have the A-side control, but there's a tendency, and now the
Oh, look at that time.
Oh, this is so smart, is it? David P could just throw the smoke and fully get their attention. But
I'm not quite sure. I mean, David P is not just lurking, trying to get those kills, and they probably won't expect him to be nearby. But he's... Now he hurt. I think they're... Yeah.
Oh, and the whip from Tuanu finally flicks and locks onto David P as he's falling to the ground and vanishes away. But it's only one AWP saved. A single AWP they're bringing through. The rest will not have any decent buy in the next one. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I mean, if they're even able to save the AWP, since there's one player just waiting around the corner, even two players, I think, the AWP, that's it. Yeah.
Denied.
Perfectly played. I'm a little bit... I mean, it was not clear for me the decision that 3D Max made, so it looked like they were just waiting for Haji to maybe get one kill. And both players with the bomb, his teammates were waiting in the second mid. So Haji gets the first kill, and then you think, well, maybe now they would go to the A side, but they don't go to the A side. They still want to go to the B side, and then somehow Haji made a call, guys, I know that both are on the B side, and then you saw the bomb go to the A side. So I'm not quite sure why the call was made, that finally the A side is completely clear, because from my point of view, I don't see how Haji could have gotten that information.
It was a gamble. It felt like it, at least.
I mean, it's a big gamble if you have 80 seconds left and you go to the A side on your own with the bomb.
True. I mean, it could have backfired massively.
Yeah.
You have to imagine he would have went from CT Arch, killing a guy on the side, to plant a bomb. That in 18 seconds. It's basically impossible. But let's see. 3D Max getting a few basic weapons in here and there. Whilst the LDLC side of things need a pivotal play to turn their game around, to turn those tables, as 3D Max has the upper hand for such a long time, allow LDLC hardly any room to breathe, and now they're standing in front of the gates of the A side, where only one man can really hold it up. He's already eliminated, and that's basically the ticket for free. Guys, come on. You can have it. It's down to you.
Yeah, I know they can even go for a hunt if they want to. I mean, 3DX doesn't have too much money for themselves, but at this point it's 40-4. They could play a little bit more risky. Pop flash, it's perfectly low again. And look at Maka go. Not even a chance to react. It's also nice to see that, I mean, on the side of 3D Max now, I mean, all of the teammates are chipping in. With Haji 17 kills, Devil 16, Jinx 16, so there's not like this one player who's just having an outstanding performance.
Yeah.
Now we can even see a nice heat map on the left corner.
This is the
CD
greatest.
side.
This is amazing. Kills first half, 3D Max. So much control they got. But very much to the essentials, you realize there.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing too aggressive or something like that.
Although I would even say we saw most of the kills just being dealt in the middle, so more or less somewhat of aggressive. You take a look at how some teams play on a city side and the A side, more on the side, getting all those kills when the teams want to plant the bomb on the side and not already blocking them in middle, in apartments, like we now see again. They were Duvek finding Jinx.
Oh. So Haji. What? The man himself goes nuts. French power flexing on them, but then not getting the kill against his ZZ. Odd end for the man. And Devil. Going on his own with 35 seconds, and I mean, now he just needs to know, okay, one of my teammates got killed on the A side. I killed the guy on B who was pushing. Must be the B side I'm attacking. So Twanu. It's going to mean a change it around. 44 points of health. If you become the murderer you're looking for, with 10-18, not a very promising scoreline by him so far. As he comes around Banana and checks all the angles, and he himself, Devil, just peeks out 1 second and headshots him away. And what's very interesting, we saw it the last few seconds, the kills on the side of 3D Max with a 16-4 win. Think about it, 16-4.
Yeah.
They were looking not that out of this world.
Yeah, you're completely right. I mean, and I think Infernal, it felt for me like I said in the beginning, it's the best for 3D Max. LDC doesn't look too good. I was hoping that LDC maybe learned from the mistakes, maybe had some new tools, some new executes to show us, but in the end, this 3D Max also, I would say, individually performing really well. All of the teams stepping up, even Devil feeling yeah, it felt like he had its impact. Yeah. True. I mean, that was map number 1. Well, up next, we're going to see Dust 2. We'll just be right back for our map number 2. See you in a second.
Welcome back to the United Masters League. We have experienced a stomp and a guillotine slicing away the head of Ldlc. And well, you know who was the butcher? His name was David P. By this choice, they have, of course, got themselves a really good situation. The initial situation right now going over on Dust 2 looks promising, if you ask me.
Yeah, although I would say, I mean, we always have seen this happen over and over again. With the first map, it looks like Team X is winning dominantly. In the second map, it's somehow Team Y just crushing them. So maybe this is one of those cases, because Inferno was the map pick of 3DMax. And I said in the beginning, it looks like Inferno, this should be an easy one for 3DMax. Now, Dust 2 could be different, although if 3DMax continues to play individually on that level, because everyone was chipping in. It's not like only it's David P or only it's Mac with his op. Everyone had his moments. Even Devon had his few moments. So everyone is playing really great individually. If they keep this up, this should be, again, this could be a (2-0) for 3DMax. But let's wait and see if maybe LUCKEY have something special planned for us.
And that's the thing, right? Once more, as you said, everybody displayed their real raw skill. I mean, the last round was a perfect example of Haji. Then we had those clutches coming in from a Maka who performed beautiful with his op, David P with his shotgun. It sounds very weird, but his shotgun is really a useful tool for this guy. He knows when to use it, why. But we're going to hop in and see if Dust 2 goes around the same way.
It will be interesting to see if David P also plays an exam on Dust 2, because there I think he could face some problems. Same goes for Ldlc, facing some problems. Goes long.
A double is going to come in first. He's in a little bit of trouble, and now he needs to turn around. The flashbang is brilliant. Mid air, fresh anti-air force reacting to it, and David P, sneaky he is, and doesn't even go for the headshots. Could be a major mistake, but the final one then works.
But that's David P for you. I mean, it feels like he has a little bit of more freedom. Something crazy for himself. So normally, as an IGL, you may be a lurker, like, but still, it feels like he's going for some crazy entry plays, always finding the weakness in the structured play of their opponents. But in this round, maybe not so much, since he instantly gets taken out.
And so, 1-0 is the case for 3DMax. As B02 weg. You know what I noticed by myself? I have a horrible habit.
Yeah, tell me.
It happens rarely. But when it happens, it's really obvious to me. I start a sentence with a word. B02 weg. And in my head, there's something going on. Right? I'm thinking about something in game. And I just immediately stop the sentence. And I can't connect it logically again. I say a word, okay? And then in my head, I'm thinking about something else in the game.
Okay.
But in my head, I'm stopping the sentence to once continue it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then this word is just floating in the air. I said can't continue it because it's too much time passed, and it's just randomly in the room, and I can't continue because, it's just I just noted it by myself, and it was. It's me. Yeah. It's me. It's me.
You're just sounding like you're 50 years old and you went like to some seminar and found yourself again.
Well, first of all, let's see if Jinx is going to find himself what he's looking for, playing around the box and around the smoke. Entirely realizes the player's coming through. He can buy a little bit of time. Anything else in that, maybe? Let's see. The nade goes deep, and my god, that was good from Haji, but he...
Middle on the T side if you're facing a scout. And look at David P. But they spot him. He could have gotten at least one frag, maybe even two if he's lucky. But there is already some aggression coming in. 2 people still on the A side, but the only problem for DMX, they're going 1 by 1 at this point. LDLC, they're slowing down. They don't want to make any mistakes because they know. DMX is one of those teams who always likes to push, likes to lurk. And that's why now they're taking their time, maybe waiting for 3DMX to extend and look at the smoke. There's already someone waiting behind it.
Yeah, it's not that bad what they're actually playing, and it's extremely good that right now Jinx is not overextending. XMS is getting a little too much, though, for those repicks to happen, but at least down to 3 if we consider what happened in the meantime. And what a risk Devil is taking, but he falls back. Oh,
Jinx, what?
Jinx through the smoke with 2. Turned on his personal X-ray, and
I have no idea.
did somebody leave SV cheats enabled in the server, or how does he get all those free frags? How did they get all those free frags?
I mean, the first one feels like
there was a gap or something.
Yeah,
he saw him moving.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're at the edge. You're just shooting at the edge. So someone maybe if you get lucky will cross. But the second one, just in the middle of the smoke.
Uh-oh. Did Logan learn your lesson, Zini? Did Logan learn your lesson? It's a question. He keeps on fighting whilst Long is already under control of Devil, whilst middle is though contested. And this makes it all a little bit harder, because right now XMS tries to isolate them. David P needs to come through, and they leave alone Jinx. And the poor guy might be trapped in a very bad situation. He is though right now falling down from the window section. Another great headshot he delivers on his right hand side. Frenchmen are coming, and the XM, excuse me, the 5-7 being put to so well use. Logan should say goodnight as he's already in the dark tunnels where it looks sinister for him. And they're coming and hunting him down. LDLC on the T site. What? No! The stars align! I don't... What is crazier than this? Is Alex 4K with the taser more crazy than this? I don't even know.
What? It just happened.
What? I mean... No, if I wouldn't be paid to do this, I would right now leave this room. Because I can't stand what happened.
I'm thinking about maybe just starting at... Just right now, starting a new giveaway with cool clips because...
What is it? Last week we had some okay clips, and what is this Monday? It's unbelievable. Can we take a look at this again? Both, it's like the stars align. It's like when... I personally think Lunar Eclipse plus winning in Lotto is more likable than getting something like that. Oh yeah, and what's also more unlikely... The only thing more likely than this is getting device number 1 again. Sorry.
Yeah, when we all know that Zaiwu will take first place this year.
Yeah, I heard Danhachi bought up HLTV.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the French fans watching, they would definitely enjoy. But as B02 runs over Haji, literally, it's a long aggression coming in. The nade bouncing in the wrong direction. It's looking somewhat portentous for the site of 3D Max. As though LUCKEY has a few more options left, what do they consider to do?
And the problem for 3D Max is that they don't have any money left, so already losing so many players is quite crucial for them. And in this round could get interesting because Maka, he's now fighting against the pit
Nice
guy.
trick. I do it right now.
He only sees his head, and there he falls.
I mean, this was not even a logical fight you should take because you're out in the open, someone could just swing wide, and you're suddenly eliminated. But how many can David P erase off the server? Only 1. This is really devastating.
Oh,
so Jinx could turn things around. I think we didn't have a cool clip in a while so far in the UML. So,
दूसरी
Jinx,
gun को
you can
भी
become the content king for
मेरे
the
पास
moment.
उससे
As he
स्नाइपर है
peeks
कलाशन
a little wide, somewhere directly on the side, one individual side. The same goes for Goose and then Car. But all of them as hidden as possible, and the man is trapped. Oh, nearly the second with that Duvek. My God.
अच्छी है
ये वो किसियों का
लेकिन शिफ्ट दबा के तुम्हें मारना पड़ेगा
I mean,
Yeah, but it's a big mistake from Free
मनी
Max.
में
I mean,
मूवमेंट
not a
देख
huge
रहा है PUBG
mistake.
में मूवमेंट है
This was their round to win
PUBG का
it.
कमाल
Nearly full
की गेम
eco,
है,
only
30
pistols, one
मिनट नहीं
pop
है
flash. But they catch maybe
ये
Haji
रहती
off guard. I'll
और
give
क्या
him that.
इतनी
A
तेज
little bit of
भागता
timing
रियल लाइफ में बंदा
lag going into a long when just
game
Haji
को
missed
कौन
them and the
बांधर
pop
था,
flash
बांधर
coming
था।
भाई
perfectly.
रियल लाइफ में बंदा
But
ले
then just, I mean,
Oh,
all
sorry.
players whiffing. A little bit odd. Maybe the pop
वैसे भी
flash
तो
from
पढ़ने
AVP
लगे
could change things.
हाँ कसम है
Very well.
10वें नंबर पे ले आया
This
तुम्हें
could be a nice B-side attack with only
बात
one
चला
guy
यार।
on the B side.
ये देख अब
Then
कॉन्फिडेंस
can
थोड़ा
just
सा
box
बूस्ट हो
in
रहा है
from
लग रहा है
two
कि अभी हम
sides.
खेल सकते हैं
बॉम्ब है राजू में
And if they now find Twinu, but I don't think they are ready for him.
seems like it's not going to be the case.
यार चुप ना बैठा कर
LDLC should prevail in the end. 5-7, nice tool to have.
गाड़ी बेच
But no opportunity. And once more, LDLC is getting quite
दोस्त को
close.
मजे करवा रहा है हमें नहीं टिकट भेज रहा यार एक किल किया मैंने यार एक किल किया है यार कार्डी शिट इन दिस गेम 338 डैमेज है मैंने 338
I feel like this one eco round
फिर लग
where
गया मैं
LLC
हैं
caught
अभी तो
Haji
मैंने
off
back
guard.
किया।
Could be a turning point, but maybe there's a one nice eco coming in from Max.
तू सोलो में
Doesn't
चला
look
गया
like
होगा
it.
हमने गो नहीं
Yeah.
किया हम लॉबी में बैठे
ओ माय गॉड
promising for
कार्डी
one
आओ यार हम
second,
पबजी के लिए
but then
शिट
Twanu
पीपल शिट खेल रहे हैं
And XMS arrive.
ओ गोए च हाथ लाने वाला साहब अब
There's the time. 4-4. 3D are
अभी
able
खेल
to
रहे हैं
once more
सफर कर बड़े
इजी एट इजी
have an equip round, although no up on Maka, which could be one important factor.
जो बात
Factor on the
है
side
जो
of
बात
3D
है
Max.
मैंने तो ये बताया नहीं अभी अपना क्या नाम है
And once
जार्डन
more,
आज
the
मेरे
fight towards long.
Can they win this time though? If Twanu already quite
Even मुझे
close,
PUBG
just
Mobile
passes
आती
them
है,
all.
but PUBG
With
Mobile
a
shit है।
double, actually a triple together with XMS, they have already maintained the control. This was an insanely swift
कार्डी
take.
किधर है कार्डी
It
किधर है
has
मुझे
been
नजर नहीं आ
just
रहा
fully established and fully working out due to the
So,
speed they have
बंदा
obtained.
दस
All of the utility. And now
कार्डी
good
को
night.
पुण्य
I
मारे
mean, Jinx, David P, go home.
मनी पे राजा थोड़ा वो
टीजी
दूर है
अब मैं और
I
बुराई
mean,
नहीं
there
करूंगा
was
इस गेम
just
की
the
पता
interesting
क्यों
point you mentioned earlier of this two being one of those
यार,
maps where normally in the,
तुम
in
ताली
the
यूरो लाए
first few seconds the map or at
यार
least
देखो मैंने
the
तुम्हें बंदे
outcome
मार के
of the
दिखाया
round
क्या
There's the decision
can be
being
decided.
made.
Yeah. I mean, this was a perfect example. They all go for
मैंने
round
भी मारे
control,
करके।
not only the T's but also the
कार्डी मुक्के
CTs.
पे आ रहे
You have three people just crushing at each other
ब्लैक खाओ
on one
पता नहीं कार्डी की जगह से
in
जोश
one
खड़ी जाती
place,
है
and then 3 kills for LDLC, and it's already a round. 3 A's at control. It's a little
ये मेरी
bit
फेवरेट जगह है कंस्ट्रक्शन
similar to Inferno and the banana control. But I would say that's two, and a long control is like the default
ये
thing you need
पर्पल कौन है
to
टीजी उतरा
do.
क्यों
If you have a good spawn
कौन जाऊंगा?
as a terrorist, you always go for
चलो
long
पहुंचो
control.
देखते कौन पहले
And same
पहुंचता
goes for the CTs. What I would like to see is if they're going again for long control, because they're 4 Frenchmen with some very
और एक पीछे बंदे
strong
किधर जा
nades
रहे हैं
coming in.
The Ludivac is not interested in those nades.
3-4 तक थे उतर गए
They somehow don't even get Matar, so I'm not quite sure
तो कैडो
how
फ्यूल एंड ऑल
the
तीन
nades
बंदे
didn't
हैं
connect onto
हाँ
them.
किधर है
And Jinx has many second lives and second choices in this.
मेरे नीचे हैं
तुम लोग के पास पूरा 2 स्पॉट
And Estes 2 is our map. I mean, we have to talk about LLC being way more CT side besides that. Around 60-40, though they have only 2 appearances in that lineup on Dust 2. I think it really shows us that they're a little bit better than that. Whilst Pretty Max has a tiny advantage on the T side, so maybe when things are being swapped over on round number 15, we'll actually see what those teams are capable of. Because right now, Pretty Max had a brilliant start, then collapsed due to a weird eco, or like a 4 spy.
Yeah.
तू चला रहा है मुनीब
And since then it went downhill.
Cardi
Just
मुझे पड़
rapid,
रही हैं, मुझे पड़
extremely
रही हैं।
rapid.
But I agree to your point that maybe if they switch sides, this could be still a dominant showing for FreeDMX. I would say if they get 6 on the city side, there's still a big chance of them winning on the T side, because I think that 2 on the T side is a little bit more easier for FreeDMX, since I would say individually it feels like they are
तेरा बंदा चाकता ना
a little bit better.
कुत्ते का बच्चा है
हाँ ये कितना खुश होगा बड़वा
LDLC at the moment.
भाग भाग टीजी गाड़ी भाग run for your
can
life
shine
bro
on T side.
why you ना
Nearly fighting both. Maybe even just one pixel missing.
fight कहाँ पे कर रहा है
But this time no A long control. It's get denied, and that's why they're going for the short control. In the meantime,
टीजी क्या सोच के
he
उतरे थे
finds
यार
XMS while being
यार
flashed.
मैं सोचा पहुंच जाऊंगा मैं एक्चुअली टेस्ट करना
That's
चाह
one
रहा
nice
था
entry kill, and maybe that's
मैंने
what
तुम्हें
was
बताया कि नहीं
missing
तुम
for
टेस्ट कर सकते
FreeDMX.
हो
You up on Maka?
तू किस तरह अभी तक मार रहे हैं यार
यार ये कार्डी मुझे बचाए
बंदा चुपता जाया हो गया
It's gonna be proved. It's gonna be a B split, and there's only one guy again on the B side.
जे मैं मरा ना मैं तुझे छोड़ूंगा
There's no teammates to help him out.
हमारा बंदा जाया
No,
हो
it's
गया
not looking at crossing it. Jinx is not expecting what's actually happened. Nobody checking really through.
वो अभी तक
This
मार
is
रहा
where you can
है
ask, is it a communication mistake or are the players not 100% aware?
मैंने मारी है ने
But LDLC got a free B side. I mean, they could just open up every single
साथ हो
business
मेरे
and they
साथ
get the
हो
bomb
पीछे बंदे
down.
मैं मारने जा रहा हूँ टीजी वैसे ही मर गया
Even B02 in middle strikes when needed.
ओह बुलेट है नहीं मेरे को
नहीं मैंने नहीं देखा कसम से मैंने नहीं देखा
ब्रो यू विल सी मेरे पास स्कोप नहीं
As
था
they actually
वो देख
trying
तेरे
to
साथ
initiate
खड़ा
that
है
retake over window they were going. You see all those nades chime
यार
in.
मैंने लोग किया दो तीन
Logan,
नहीं मैं आगे था
he
नाम
needs to get a little bit more, but he doesn't stand a chance, and they got the kit. It should be enough time.
गाड़ी तूने देखा ना एम सेट
FreeDMX are
मुझे तो
on
पता ही नहीं
round
लगता
number 5.
मुझे तो पता नहीं लगता अपना बंदा है कि दूसरों का
I really felt like there was some
मेरे
miscommunication.
साथ ही प्रॉब्लम
Because David P, he was pushed on the box, so I think his
गाड़ी
teammate
बनीव से
Jinx
तीन
on the B
तेरा
side
मैं अब क्या कर
was
रहा हूँ मुझे समझ नहीं आई
expecting
मैं
for David P to call
Forget it, मैंने कुछ
if he needs to look towards window. Because Jinx wasn't even, I mean, he was just focused on the tunnels. So I really think that maybe David P didn't see the one guy going into
एक
through
किल
window.
किया यार मैंने और क्या करूं मुझे बता
And that's why Jinx just got surprised.
वो भी
You
अपना
saw
बुक
that David P,
चुराया हुआ
just after Jinx got killed, David P got a kill out the window.
किया और क्या
It feels like it was maybe
हाँ,
his
जिसको मारा था,
mistake,
मैं
maybe he
पीछे
didn't
जाके
see him,
मार
or maybe just it's a miscommunication on the part of David P and Jinx. And it's even now an important round, but even more
Nice
important
rank
would
meme.
be for FreeDMX to keep on winning, to get some consecutive rounds, build up the
कभी गुरूर नहीं
economy,
किया
because it's always nice to win a round, but then if you lose the follow-up round,
टीजी पास
it's again 1 or 2 ecos
तेजी पांच
instead of FreeDMX.
जो प्रोफेशनल ई
Winning
स्पोर्ट्स
this follow-up
गेमर है
round
उनका रैंक
could
ही एक
be
है
important if they want to
मेरा और
take the
कार्डी का
first half.
अपने उठाना देख लो फ्रेंड्स
And this could be once
महसूस
more a
करो
clash towards A long.
Very true. Let's see Muffin coming in, staying somehow not with a single wound. How can he pass so fast?
उसमें दो बच्चे
Instead
मिल
of
जाए
found two with
10
20
वाली
going a little
क्या
aggressive with
मजा है
flames, and in the end just burning away. XMS goes for his one-tap features, and yes,
जब से
he
उतरने वाला
thinks
set
this is the
हुआ
better
किसने?
option, and
वेपन जब
Right,
अर्ली गेम में
so.
सही टाइम पे वेपन मिल जाए तो फिर ही मजा आता है
Jinx, the last man alive, got an knock. We're 30 seconds in his round, and it's already over.
वेपन भी बहन के लोड़े इतने हैं
And I don't like those too. I mean, I said it previously, but I don't think it. I think it's decided too easily.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. I mean, it's as a viewer, you normally in the last few seconds either there's like this big clash on a long, or it's just this long wait, and then maybe you go or execute if you get the map control.
True. And that's where I feel like, you know, I personally would prefer to see. I want to see. I don't like the new cobblestone. Do you?
I haven't really played it. I think I played it once, so I have no real opinion on the new cobblestone. Although I was even a big fan of the old one, so
Yep.
I think it's still better than Dust 2. Oh, look at the aggression for Maka. I'm not quite sure if anyone is keeping an eye out for him.
Yeah, that's a good question, if that is going to be the case. Maka just takes an